Claire Perceiving a Life, and today I'm going to make a video about how to make breakfast burritos. Panda and I are looking to cut our food costs a little bit by eating at home more. So I'm going to make all of these and freeze them, and then we'll pull them out and heat them up for breakfast as needed. On a side note, I would just like to announce that I've just killed a spider with some air freshener. So there's your bonus tip of the day. Anyway, let's get started. Okay, so one of the things, that I can show you is that I start with a plate that has a raw tortilla on it. I think this one's a 10-inch. And you're going to want to remember when rolling your burrito that the bottom half is for building and then the top half is for rolling. So I start about the middle line. I put in, I don't know how much cheese that is, a couple, like 2 tablespoons or something. And I'm using Meyer brand Colby Jack cheese. And then I'm gonna put that in the microwave for 10 seconds or so, just to kind of heat up the tortilla so it's easier to roll and it doesn't tear as bad. After that, I'm going to add a spoonful of Meyer brand thick and chunky medium salsa, a spoonful of brown rice that I just cooked, and this size spoonful of egg and sausage mixture. That is a 1-pound tube of breakfast sausage and a dozen eggs. So I'm going to take my tortilla and throw it in the microwave for 10 seconds, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm going to work a little bit quickly. It started to melt the cheese a little bit, which is just kind of an added bonus. I'm putting my little bit of salsa in there, maybe a little more than a spoonful, just for some extra moisture, and a spoonful of the rice. You will be tempted to overfill your burrito, but you don't want to do that. I'm using rice for extra fiber and to kind of cut the meat a little bit so that we end up with more meat to use for more burritos. Okay, so it's here. It's in this generalized chunk, and the way I roll them is I take the bottom part and I roll it over the chunk that I put food on, and then I fold in the corners. I'm out of practice. And then you kind of just tuck and roll, just like that. And then I leave it seam side down, and then I have a cake pan over here, and I'm going to put it in the cake pan because when I go to freeze them, I'm going to have them all in there so they sit flat in the freezer. And then once they're frozen, I'll remove them and I'll put them in a gallon Ziploc bag. So I'm going to go ahead and make a couple of more of those real quick. Alright, I've finished my project. I've been hard at work, and I have 10 beautiful breakfast burritos. I'm trying to keep them from touching too much so that when I freeze them, they're not like hard to pull apart, but I have done a good job. And I'll be right back with you here in just a couple minutes to give you some last minute tips and tricks for making your burritos perfect. But these are going to go in the freezer for the next couple of hours until they're firm enough to handle and put into the bag. Well, there you have it. My burritos are done, dinner is done, and I'm done. If you haven't checked out the video from earlier today where Panda and I went to Meyer with Amber and Logan, and where we went through the car wash twice, go check that out. Last couple things I had to say about the tortillas. If you have a paper towel, get a damp paper towel and put it over your tortilla or under your tortilla. Under if you've got cheese on it, over if not, when you microwave it for 10 seconds. If you don't have that, microwave it for 15 seconds. I ended up not having paper towels, so I ended up microwaving mine for 15 seconds. But the goal is just to make the tortilla a little bit more pliable. Try not to overfill. If you're new to it, you're going to overfill or underfill or whatever, but it's still good eating. It's fine. The leftovers that I had some of all of it left over. I took the rice and put it in the bottom of a bowl, put the egg and sausage mixture, covered it with cheese, and then put salsa around it. heated it up in the microwave, and I ate that for dinner. So I ran out of tortillas before I ran out of filling, which is a good problem to have. So anyway, that's all I've got for you tonight. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you around. I want actual videographic evidence that we went on a date. You left your accolade at home, but we went on a date anyway. I love you.
Love you too.